Today, we're going to demo the Agiliron Cross-Platform Warehouse app. This app runs on all devices, including Apple, Android, and within a web browser. The new Cross-Platform Warehouse app allows the user to quickly pick orders, receive orders, and perform cycle counts on inventory, create products, add images to the product, and also perform stock transfer and stock adjustment. This video will demonstrate how to configure the app settings and use the various features provided by the Warehouse Management app. Let's first look at the hardware requirements. Here you can see the minimum hardware requirements for Apple, Android users, and browsers. Also, you can see the barcode scanner recommendations. When the app is first accessed on a mobile device, tablet, or on a web browser, you will have to enter the company's Agiliron URL, username, and password. Once logged in, select the warehouse location for receiving. Click on the location icon. All stock locations that have been set up in Agiliron will appear here. Select the preferred location and click on Set to Save. The selected warehouse location name is displayed next to the location icon. Now you'll need to sync to the back office. Each time the app is accessed, you need to do the following. First, select Sync Products from the back office. Then select Sync Orders. Once done, you can proceed with the warehouse function you want. Now let's look at the settings. The Settings button allows the user to adjust various default settings in the Warehouse Management app. After clicking on Settings, you will see the default settings which you can edit and change as per your requirements. The first setting is Enable or Disable Scan Units, which allows you to either enter units or scan units. You can toggle to enable or disable the scans. Here, we'll disable the scan units for cycle count. Now when you go back to the home screen and click on the cycle count, you'll see the scan unit can be disabled. Next, in the settings, is the default warehouse location. Click on the default warehouse location option to change the location. You'll see a message saying that changing the warehouse will remove the previous warehouse content without syncing. You can proceed by clicking OK. Click on Set to save the location. The number of orders displayed per page can be changed by selecting the Orders Displayed Per Page option and selecting the desired quantity for display. Once selected, click on Done. The number of products displayed per page can be changed by selecting the Products Displayed Per Page option and selecting the desired quantity for display. Click on Done after selection. Cycle count increase or decrease can be set or changed by clicking on the respective option. You need to choose from the varied reasons available. Click on Done to save the selection. Select Printer allows for the selection of an Air printer or Star printer. The selected printer is then used for printing packing slips from the app. Next is Display Product Image Thumbnails. When it is set to On, it shows the product image thumbnails in the pick flow when picking products. This feature is off by default. Please note, enabling this feature may affect the performance of the app if there are a large quantity of products and images in the back office. Display current quantity in cycle count. It displays the current quantity of each product in the cycle count. You can either set it on or off. If you set it off, it won't be able to see the current quantity of products in the cycle count workflow. Inventory Updates CSV Email Address. Here you can add email addresses to receive a CSV file of cycle counts and inventory updates. Enter email address, then click on Add. You can add multiple email addresses and then click on Done. Enable or disable workflow. By default, all workflows are enabled. But if you wish to disable a workflow, click on the toggle next to the respective workflow and close the window. For example, let's disable Stock Adjustment. Now when you go back to the home screen, you'll see that Stock Adjustment has been disabled. Sync from Back Office Data Filtering. In the back office, there is a lot of data related to modules. With this feature, you can filter the data and get a custom view of the data only which you want. For example, for the Shipping Model Custom View, if you want to see only the orders that are shipped, click on this arrow sign and select Ship. Click on Done. This way the data will be filtered, and you will be able to see only orders that have shipped. Inactivity Timeout Minutes. By default, the session expiration time is set to 5 minutes. You can now modify the session timeout and set it to anything, up to 100 minutes. Select the session timeout minute and click on Done. Note, last 1 minute of inactivity, you will hear a warning sound and see a message asking whether you want to stay signed in or you want to sign out. If you don't click on any of the options, you will automatically be logged out after the session expires. You can enable or disable the unit cost column in the cycle count by setting it on or off. By default, the unit cost column is displayed in the Cycle Count feature. Click on the Display Unit Cost in Cycle Count. Here you can select either on or off. As an example, we are making the display off. Click on Done. Now when you go to Home and click on the cycle count, you will see the unit cost column has been removed from the table. Stock Adjustment Increase or Decrease Reason. This can be changed by clicking on the respective options. You can choose from the varied options available. Enable Line Item Shipping. You can enable or disable this option by setting it on or off. By default, it is set to off. When the line item shipping is enabled in the Pick, Pack, Ship flow, only line items in the sales order associated with the selected stock location, which is displayed in the top left corner of the Warehouse app, will be displayed. Once all the settings are done, click on the Home button to return to the home screen. Let's begin with the workflows. First, start with Pick, Pack, Ship. This section will demonstrate how to pick customer orders for fulfillment. Click on Pick, Pack, Ship. Here, the user can search for an order by account name or order number. The channel order ID is displayed for the order to identify the sales channel in which it originated. The navigation button at the bottom of the screen allows for searching through multiple pages of customer orders. Selecting Group by Bin allows for the grouping of products by bin location. Selecting Group by SKU allows for grouping of products by SKU code. Select an order. If the scan unit is enabled, You will see a plus and minus in the quantity pick column. This signifies that you can scan the product with a barcode scanner. As soon as you scan the product barcode, the quantity will increase by 1. You can increase or decrease the quantity with respect to plus and minus sign. Now select an order from the list to begin with picking orders. Select the quantity from the drop-down list. Add notes if needed. You can also add an image by using your camera or selecting from the gallery. To add a signature, click on the Add Signature button. Draw a signature. Enter the signee name and click on Save. Click on the Pick button. To print the packing slip, select the Print Slip option. The packing slip template is picked up from the Settings template in the back office. To send the order to the ship station, select the To Ship Station button. This option sends the orders to the ship station for creating or printing shipping labels. In case of serialized or lot-tracked products, enter the serial or lot number when prompted. When the line items are picked fully, and when you click on the Mark Shipped button, a dialog will pop up where you need to fill in all the necessary shipping information. Mark Shipped allows you to mark an order as shipped as applicable. This will then set the order as shipped in the back office on the next sync of the warehouse app to the back office. Now click on Save. You can see the shipping information has been saved successfully. When you click on the Back button, you'll see a watermark already shipped on the order that you had picked. This gives an idea to the users which orders are already shipped and which are only updated. Click on Done and return to the home page. Now on the home page, click on the Sync Orders and Product Updates to the back office to update all the changes. Next is Receive Workflow. This workflow will demonstrate how purchase orders are received within the Cross-Platform Warehouse Management app. Click on Receive. Orders can be fully or partially received. All purchase orders that are waiting to be received are displayed here. The user can search for a particular purchase order by vendor name or by order number. Here you can see the navigation button. Also, like the Pick, Pack, Ship workflow, here you can see Group by Bin and Group by SKU. Select the purchase order and then the product. Here you need to add the quantity. You can add or edit the bin location. You can optionally add or edit the barcode associated with the product. If there is an existing barcode, it will be displayed in this barcode field. You can add an image or add a signature. Now click on Receive. The status column displays color to indicate the items now have been received partially or received fully. This color indicates the product is partially received. If no bin location, notes information, image and sign are needed, you can then just tap on the Receive All button to receive all the products on the order. In case of serialized or lot products, you need to enter the lot number, expiry date, and quantity for each lot item. You can click on this Add button to add more lot items. Similarly, in case of the matrix items, you can see the matrix SKUs. When all orders have been received, Click Done or Back to return to the home screen. Click on Done. Now that the orders have been received, the information must be synced back into Agiliron. Select the Sync Order and Product Updates to Back Office button on the home screen. Once all of the items on the purchase order have been received, the order will update with the status of Received in the back office. Stock Transfer Workflow. With this feature, you can transfer particular items or products from your current location to any other location. Here, right on top, you can see your current location. Now click on Stock Transfer. Here you can see the Transfer To button. When you click on the drop-down sign, you can see the locations. Select the location where you want to transfer the products. Now start adding the products that you want to transfer. You can either enter product name or click on the magnifying glass icon to select the products one by one. While selecting the products, also enter the transfer quantity. In case of matrix product, you can see an additional Select SKU button under the Transfer Quantity column. Click on it. Enter the transfer quantity beside the SKU and then click on Save. If you want to remove any of the added products, simply click on the Delete icon. After the products are added, click on the Transfer button to complete the process. You will see a message that the transfer is successful. Now, lastly, you need to go to the Home page and click on Sync Inventory Updates to the back office. Whatever updates you've made will get reflected in the back office. Next comes the Stock Adjustment. With this feature, users can change the number of units in stock. Adjustments can be made due to reasons like item damage, breakage, transfer, disassembly, unfurnished, etc. To perform stock adjustment, click on Stock Adjustment. Here you can see the products and their details in tabular format. If the scan units are enabled for stock adjustment, then you can see the plus and minus sign under the Adjusted Quantity column to add quantity to be adjusted. In case there are many products, you can search for a particular product either by entering the product name or the product code in the search box. If the scan unit is disabled for stock adjustment, select the products for which you want to adjust the quantity. A screen will appear where you need to enter the adjusted quantity. Now click on the Adjust button. You will notice the status of the product for which you adjusted the quantity has turned green. Now click Done. Next, on the home screen, you need to click on Sync Inventory Updates to Back Office so that whatever updates you've made are reflected in the back office. The next section will demonstrate how to cycle count inventory. Click on the Cycle Count. Here you can see the product name, product code, and adjusted quantity. You can search for the product using this search box. In case if the scan unit is enabled, you can scan the products to adjust the required quantity in the cycle count. Once the adjusted quantity is added, you will notice that the status of the product for which you adjusted will turn green. If the scan units are disabled, select the product. Enter the quantity to be adjusted. Unit cost for the product can be added or adjusted on this screen. The bin location can also be added to the product on the screen. If there is an existing bin location, it will be displayed. Same with the barcode. In case of a matrix product, On this screen, you can also select the matrix variations, like color, size, etc. Once done, click on Cycle. The status will be turned green. To cycle count serialized products, you can enter the quantity in the Quantity field and click on Cycle to save changes. In the case of lot tracking product, you need to enter the lot number, expiration date, quantity, and unit cost. You can add more products if you'd like. Once done, click on Cycle. You will notice that the status of the products of adjusted quantity has turned green. Here, you can see the Show All Unadjusted Product toggle. When enabled, the cycle count feature will display only the products or list of products whose quantity is unadjusted. This means the products without green status will be displayed. And here on the top right corner, you can see all unadjusted products, set 0. When you click this button, all the products whose quantities are unadjusted will automatically now be set to 0, and the status of all the products will turn green. When the cycle counts are completed, select Done. Now on the home screen, you need to click on Sync Inventory Updates to Back Office to save the changes to the back office. Next, we'll look at adding new product. New products can be added easily in the Cross-Platform Warehouse app upon clicking the Add New Product button. A new product wizard will appear, similar to the one found in the back office. Here you can see the step-by-step process to add new products. In the first step, you need to enter the product definition. Fields marked with an asterisk sign are mandatory. Click on Next to continue. In the next screen, you need to enter the pricing information. You can see here all the selling price books that have been set up in the back office. Click on Next to continue. In the purchasing information, enter the vendor information. The vendor list here is pulled from the list of vendors under the product vendors in the back office. Select at least one vendor as the preferred vendor by tapping the Preferred button next to the vendor. Multiple vendors can be added, but only one can be selected as the preferred vendor. Proceed by clicking on Next. In the next step, you can enter inventory information if needed and proceed by clicking on Next. If you want to enter the custom information, you can enter it in this step or directly proceed to the last step. On the last screen, you need to click on Finish. You can now see the product has been added successfully. For matrix products, you can see two additional steps: matrix parameters and SKU codes. In the matrix parameters, you can see the matrix parameters related to the product. And in the SKU codes, you need to enter the SKU code related to the matrix item. If it's valid, the cell color will change to green, and the rest of the steps are the same for the matrix item as well. Once the product has been created, you will be returned to the home screen. Now here, you need to first click on Sync Order and Product Updates to the back office. Then select Sync Products from Back Office. The new product will now be available in the app, as well as will be visible in the back office's product list. The next section, Add Product Picture, will demonstrate how to add an image to the product through the Cross-Platform Warehouse app. Click on Add Picture. Now select any product from the list to add a picture. Here you need to click on Add Image. Images can be added by clicking on Open Camera option or by choosing Gallery option and selecting an image from the photo gallery. After selecting the image, click on Save. If you select Open Camera, a pop-up will appear asking permission to access the camera. You can select multiple images by clicking on Add Image again. Once added, click on Done. A green check mark will appear in the status column, indicating the product picture has been updated. When you've added the image, click on Done. Here on the home screen, select Sync Order and Product Updates to the back office to save the product data. The product image now has been updated. This summarizes the capability of Agiliron's Cross-Platform Warehouse Management app. For more help in understanding all the workflows, refer to the user guides under the Cross-Platform Warehouse app in the Agiliron Learning Center.